Nowadays, we have deviated from nature. We've gone into eating all sorts of junks, and that is why people are sick. Hello everyone, welcome back. Now we are going to be looking at a brief overview of our food, what God gave us as food in form of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and legumes. Our Creator gave us food both as nourishment and as medicine. It is only natural, therefore, to use our food with both of these goals in view. Now, there are three simple ways we can all nourish our body. Number one, by eating fresh fruits, raw vegetables, and raw nuts. Number two, by consuming fresh juices, raw juices, smoothies, and nut milk. And then the last one is by taking nutritional supplements and herbs. Those are the three ways we can nourish our body. Now, the best of the best among these three is taking raw, unpasteurized juices and smoothies made from raw organic fruits and vegetables in supplying nutrients to the human body. Now, there's this quote that today, any person not familiar with the nutritional and recuperative value of fresh vegetable and fruit juices is woefully informed, because such a person we have a sick body. In Genesis chapter 29, chapter 1 verse 29, in the Holy Bible, God said, "Behold, I have given you every herb bearing fruit." God has given us our food. It is alarming that human beings are now used to processed food and all sorts of foods, unhealthy food that are affecting our health today. If people can go back to the Bible and read Genesis chapter 1 verse 29, they will see the actual food, the real food that God gave to us. And if they can eat the real food, they are not going to be falling sick anymore. Now, God said in his word, he said, "I have given every herb bearing seed." God gave us herbs, number one, "which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruits of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat." Whenever the Bible says meat, most times it's referring to food. Just like Jesus said, "My meat is to do the will of my Father." That means my food. So God gave us herbs as medicine to our body, and he gave us food in form of fruits, veggies, nuts, and legumes as our food and our medicine. Nowadays, we have deviated from nature. We've gone into eating all sorts of junks, and that is why people are sick. Regular consumption of vegetables, raw nuts, vegetable salad, vegetable juices, fruits, and smoothie can help bring us closer to an ideal diet for humans, as dictated in Genesis chapter 1 verse 29 and other Bible passages. Now, like supports like. When God created human beings, he created us. He used the soil to create us. He used earth, mud, to mold us. And then he breathed his spirit into us. Then we became a living being. But this human being is made with dust, with sand. And the food we are to eat, God made them to grow from the same sand he created us from. Our body requires for nourishment the same element that it is composed of. the same elements in the sand that the body is composed of is what this body still needs to be healthy. Interestingly, every element that makes up the human body is also found in the sand. Everything we need to be okay, to be all right, to live, to have a healthy body is in the sand, because we are made from the sand. So incidentally, fresh fruits and raw vegetables are loaded with these same elements. Plants, things that grow from the ground, God has made them our food. So human beings cannot utilize minerals directly from the soil. Plants are the middlemen. Plants help to convert inorganic minerals in the soils into organic and usable minerals for human beings and animals. Cooking and food processing can alter the structure of the minerals that plants have converted to usable forms back into unusable form. When you cook your food or when you process your food, the minerals in this food, you know the soil, all these plants, fruits, vegetables, they get minerals from the soil, and then we eat them and get those minerals. Now, all these food, plants, when you cook them, most of these minerals are lost. You have virtually nothing or very little minerals and nutrients left in this food. That is why we have to reduce our consumption of cooked food to the barest minimum. It's not that we shouldn't eat cooked food, but if you want to be healthy, you can't eat like an average African. Cook food in the morning, cook food for lunch, another cook food at night. Your body is not going to be healthy, because when you cook it, there's this saying that when you cook it, you kill it. When you cook your food, you kill all the nutrients, all the chlorophyll, the vitamins, minerals. If not all, 90% is gone. But we are not going to say you shouldn't eat your cooked food, the good ones, I mean, but not 3 square meal made up of what? Cooked food. No. You are going to have a sick body by doing so. You need to introduce raw food into your diet. And when I mean raw food, I'm referring to fruits, vegetables. You don't need to cook them before you eat them. Take them raw. They have to be part of your diet. People can go for a whole month without eating fruits. People can go for a whole week without eating fruits. You're going to have a sick body if you do that. Now, cooking and processing will alter the structure of your food, of the minerals in the plants in your food, and it will become unusable form. It will not benefit your health anymore. Now, juicy smoothies and nut milk therefore help to deliver usable unaltered nutrients the way God made it into the human body. Now, when we talk about food, food are basically classified into 4. I mentioned them, but let me repeat them. Number 1, we have fruits, we have vegetables, we have fruits. When I say fruit, apple, pineapple, pawpaw, and the likes. Then we have vegetables like cucumber, carrots, leafy vegetables like your lettuce and your celery and other ones. Then we have nuts like coconuts, we have tiger nuts, almond nuts, walnuts. Then we also have legumes. Under legumes, we have our beans. Our beans falls under legumes. Beans, granules, and so many other ones, so many other legumes. Now we are going to start with vegetables. We want us to familiarize ourselves with vegetables. There are so many types of vegetables. Number 1 type of vegetable is called allium or bulb vegetables. Example of these are garlic, onion, leek, fennel. They are examples of bulb vegetables. Another type of vegetable is cruciferous vegetables. And examples of these are cabbage, cauliflower, kale, mustard greens, and so on. Then another type, the number 3 type of vegetable we have is edible plant stems or stalk vegetables. The vegetables that you can eat their roots, like celery. You eat it, it has stalk, it has flower, the leaves too. So stalk vegetables are asparagus, bamboo, and celery, and so many other ones. Then we also have fruit vegetables. Fruit vegetables include avocado pear. Avocado is not a fruit on its own, it's a vegetable. They are vegetables. Fruit vegetables are vegetables that look like fruits, but they are not actually fruits because they don't, well, they are not actually fruits. Now, avocado pear, cucumber, garden egg, that's eggplant, okra, pepper, tomatoes, and so on. They are examples of fruit vegetables. Then we have leafy vegetables. Wow, that's what many of us are used to. That's what is very common, and many of us believe is something that has leaf, that are vegetables, like our ugu and lettuce. They have leaves, so we know they are vegetables, but we don't know there are other types of vegetables. So I'll give you examples of leafy vegetables, like your bitter leaf. We have cabbage. Cabbage also falls under leafy vegetables. Lettuce. Oh, sorry. Cabbage falls under. Okay, yes. Cabbage. Sorry, I was thinking about cucumber. Cabbage, it has leaves that you open and open. Cabbage is a leafy vegetable. Lettuce, pumpkin leaf, spinach, water leaf, and so many other leaves. They are called leafy vegetables. We also have nightshade vegetables. That's number 6 type of vegetable. E.g., garden egg is also a nightshade vegetable. Pepper, potatoes, tomatoes, etc. You can see that some of them fall into like 2 types of vegetable, like pepper and tomatoes. They are also fruit vegetables, and they are, as well as being nightshade vegetables. Now, there is a note of warning here. Those suffering from arthritis should either avoid nightshade vegetables or eat less of nightshade vegetables, like garden egg. Please, if you have arthritis or bone issue, eat less of garden egg or reduce it. Number 7 type of vegetable are root vegetables, like your beetroots, your carrots, your radish, your turnip, and also most of our food fall under root vegetables, like your cassava. Those ones that you uproot, you eat what is inside the soil. As in, the thing you will eat is the one is gotten from the soil, like your cassava, your yam. Yam is a root vegetable. Cassava, beetroot, potato is also a root vegetable. Number 8 type of vegetable is sea vegetables. They are vegetables that grow on the sea, like blue-green horgia, brown seaweed, kelp, and so on. Number 9 type of vegetable is tuber vegetables. Now, your cassava, cocoyam also falls under tuber vegetables. Cassava, cocoyam, Jerusalem, artichoke, Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes, yam, etc. They also fall under tuber vegetables. Now, what are the properties of vegetables? They are alkaline in nature. They help you alkalize your body. They have low carbohydrates, so very good for weight loss management. They have amino acids. When you hear amino acid, it's referring to protein. All protein foods have amino acids. Vegetables are high in fiber. They are rich in antioxidants, contain vitamins and minerals, contain beneficial pigments called chlorophyll. Vegetables contain essential fatty acids. They also contain purified water and so much more. Now, that's all about vegetables. Now, let's look at our fruits. Let's familiarize ourselves with our fruits. Now, number one, we have apples and pears. Apples and pears, that's apple pears. Pear is actually different from avocado pear. There's this pear that looks somehow like apple, but it's not apple, it's called pear. Then we have this avocado pear. They are different, please. So the pear I'm referring to here is the other pear. Then we also have berries, like blueberry, cranberry, strawberries. Number three type of fruits are citrus fruits, e.g. grapefruits, lemon, lime, orange, tangerine. We also have melon. Melons are another category of fruits. Golden melon, watermelon, honeydew melon. Then we have stone fruits like apricots, peaches, and plums. They are stone fruit. They look like stone. Next is tropical and exotic fruits like African mango, banana, breadfruit, coconut, guava, mango, pawpaw, pineapple. They are called tropical fruits. And then when you say exotic fruits are fruits that are not grown in our own locality. For example, exotic fruits is actually referring to fruits that are imported into the country that are not being grown here, like seedless grapes. Although recently some people have been able to start growing it here, but every other fruit like plum is not grown here. Any fruit that comes from abroad, even some apples, any fruit that comes from abroad, we call them exotic fruits. Now, another system of categorizing fruits is number one, soft fruits based on their texture. Number one is soft fruits. We have banana, watermelon, pineapple, etc. Then hard fruits, guava, pear. They're examples of hard fruits. Fibrous fruits, pineapple, mango, okra. They have fibers, a lot of fiber. Number four type of fruits under this category. The first one that I mentioned is category one of fruits. This second one is category 2. That's soft fruits, hard fruits, fibrous fruits. Then now is dried fruits. We have dates, we have raisins, currants, etc. Then we have fresh fruits. Fruits recently harvested that have not been dried or processed in any way. Also, we have seedless fruits, e.g. seedless watermelon. Most times, all these seedless fruits like watermelon should naturally have seeds, but the genetically modified watermelon does not have seed. But that's another category of fruits. We also have GMO fruits. They are fruits that are genetically modified. They are not good for our health. They've been altered. The natural structure of the fruits have been altered from planting stage. Yeah. Also, we have organic foods, no fertilizer or natural fertilizers like no fertilizers. Instead, they use manure, no chemicals, and they are non-GMO. We have tree ripened fruits, fruits that get ripe while on the trees. Chemically ripened fruits. Tree ripened fruits are fruits that get ripened by themselves. No chemical, they just naturally they become ripe. Either while on the tree or after you have harvested it. Like orange. Orange can still, when after harvesting orange, when you keep it somewhere, it can still get ripe. Also, there are chemically ripened fruits. Carbide is the chemical that is being added to them to make them ripe. Like some mangoes, they add chemicals to them to make them ripen in time. Then we have hybrids, fruits produced by cross pollinations. So hybrid, chemically ripened fruits, GMO fruits, seedless fruits, they are not good for our health. Please, let's do away with them. Now, another system of categorizing fruits are conventionally grown or commercially grown. Fruits grown with fertilizers and chemical, they are the conventionally grown or commercially grown fruits. Now, Bible fruits, they are fruits mentioned in the Holy Bible. For example, raisins and apples, that you can see in Songs of Solomon chapter 2 verse 5. Figs and raisins, that you can see in 1 Samuel chapter 30 verse 11 to 12. We have grapes, melons and cucumbers, olives, they are all there in the scripture. Pomegranates and many more fruits. Now, special notes on vegetables and fruits. Fruits are generally sweeter than vegetables because they contain fructose. That is, fructose is the sugar in fruit. Now, the sugar in fruit is far superior to refined white sugar or brown sugar because of food cofactors that accompany fructose. Fructose comes with organic minerals, food enzymes, and phytochemicals, and some other things, unlike the processed sugar. Now, refined sugar is neither nutritious nor beneficial to health. It can only momentarily support a person with low blood sugar for a short while, but cannot support quality of life and robust health. We can actually consider refined sugar as a drug. If you are still taking sugar, please, it's not good for your health. Just do away with it. If you crave for sweet things, go for fruits. They are sugar too, but they are natural. They are sugar in their natural form. The way God gave sugar to us. Go for fruits. There are so many things you can replace it with. Replace refined sugar with. You have honey too, dates, so many things. Marble and all the marble syrup. Generally speaking, vegetables are nourishers, while fruits are cleansers. What I mean by that? What I meant by that is that vegetables nourish our body, while fruits cleanse our body. Although fruits will still do some nourishing work, but the major work of fruits is to cleanse the body. Then vegetables are to nourish the body. However, it still has some elements of cleansing, but its major work is to nourish the body. So please bear in mind that herbs are also part of what God gave us. God gave us food. I've given you the 4 types of food: fruits, vegetables, nuts, and legumes. Then He also gave us herbs. So we are supposed to be taking the 2 to be healthy. That's food plus herbs. Herbs, you get them from roots, the bark of trees, some leaves, some things that we see as weed. They are herbs that God gave us to make us healthy. So if you have not been consuming fruits, if you have not had a lifestyle of eating fruits or making smoothies and fruit juices from them, please, you need to start considering that. If you want your body to be healthy, then fruits and vegetables, raw food, as in food that don't have to pass through fire or heat before they are consumable, you have to start considering them henceforth for you and your family to be healthy.